Thank you for joining us. Let's start our session. So today we gathered here to be discussing about the DevOps and what is its importance in our current project development. So before getting into the topic, let me introduce myself. My name is Anil Kumar. I have an 17 plus years of IT experience, currently working as a senior project manager in the DevOps in the cloud computing. So here, the certifications have been completed are Prince 2 Practitioner, CSM, PSM, Six Sigma Green Belt, and ITIL, and have an extensive experience in the training and consulting, and handled more than 80 plus batches, both offline and online, and conducting the corporate workshops. Okay, have given the trainings for the MNCs also. So I have an experience on-site experience where I was worked at client location here, and where I was exposed to the different methodologies here. That means when I was worked with German and US and UK clients, I was exposed to the different methodologies. And I'm going to be sharing that knowledge with you people, guys. What is this project methodologies have been implemented and all this. And 5 plus years as a freelance trainer. From the 2017 onwards, I'm giving the trainings here. Guys. That more than 6 years, more than 7 years, I can say. Okay, more than 6 plus years, I'm giving the trainings on the project management, Agile Scrum, DevOps, AWS, and the Azure. So this is all about me, guys. Now, we'll be discussing today, we'll be getting into the topic today is DevOps. So DevOps is a buzzword. DevOps is a buzzword in the market. So most of the organizations are recruiting the resources who are having the skill set of DevOps. Why? Why they are recruiting the resources who are having the skill set of the DevOps? What is its importance? Before DevOps also we develop the projects. DevOps ముందర కూడా మనం projects అనేవి develop చేసాం. But what makes the difference that why this DevOps implementation, why this DevOps skill set is needed currently? That means earlier, if you can see this one, developing in a small application, to develop a small website kind of an application also, earlier days, it is taking minimum 10 to 15 months of time to developing a small web application. Earlier days, I'm talking about 10 years, 15 years back. But now, the same application we can able to be developed within couple of months. Website kind of an application. How? With the implementation of this DevOps methodology in our project management. See, now you people coming from the different backgrounds. Some people are coming from the non-IT, some people are coming from the IT, some people are working professionals. So you all people some people want to be transforming their current role into the DevOps domain. Some people, they want to kickstart their career in IT. So they have choose this DevOps in the cloud computing. Likewise, the many others, they have their own priorities, why they want to make and shape up their career in your IT industry. So like this one here, so first you need to be understand what is DevOps and what are the skill set which is required to work as a DevOps engineer. How we are going to be implementing this DevOps. So we need to be understand from the scratch here, guys. First thing, DevOps is a collaboration between the development and operations team which enables continuous delivery of your applications and the services to our end users. That means with the implementation of these DevOps, both the development and operations team people are they are working together as a single team where they can able to be delivering the services to the end users at regular intervals of time. For example, I can say that we can implementing this DevOps here. Suppose now, take an example. Suppose now any kind of an application you might be taking. Suppose now if you want to book the movie tickets, what is the first thing which is getting in your mind? Book my show. If you want to book the bus tickets, Red Bus. Why only these two? Why not others? There are similar kind of an applications are there, correct or not? Because this kind of a unique services which have been introduced into the market by these applications, correct? With this kind of, that means the unique services which we are going to be introduced into the market by these applications for the first time. That is why we remember these applications. Later, the similar kind of an applications have been gained, but they are not much success like this. అంతే కదా, తర్వాత మనకి జస్ట్ టికెట్స్ అని వచ్చింది, కానీ బుక్ మై షో అంత పాపులర్ అవ్వలేదు. అది బుకింగ్ యువర్ బస్ టికెట్స్ ఆల్సో there are other applications came, but red bus is most registered in the minds of the people. So that is why any unique service which you would like to be developed by your organization, they have to be delivered that services quick to the market. Keep silent. They have to be delivered that services and get that services quick to the market. Clear? So that is why any service, if you want to develop, that services has to be continuously, we need to be delivered those services and getting into the market. So as we all know that one, every month we people are receiving the few notifications. Once we open that notifications, there is a link is there. When you click on that link, the relevant web application or the mobile applications will be getting updated, and the new services will be reflecting in that application. Correct or not? అంతే కదా, ఏదన్నా నోటిఫికేషన్ మాకు ఎవ్రీ మంత్ వస్తాయి, క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు దాంట్లో ఉన్న న్యూ సర్వీసెస్ అనేవి రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అవుతాయి. వాట్సాప్ అప్డేట్ అయినప్పుడు మనకు నోటిఫికేషన్ వస్తుంది, క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు అప్గ్రేడ్ అవుతుంది, న్యూ సర్వీసెస్ ఆర్ రిఫ్లెక్టింగ్ ఇన్ ఇట్. క్లియర్? సో ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ రిమెంబర్ దట్ ఎవ్రీ మంత్ దే ఆర్ డెలివరింగ్ ద న్యూ సర్వీసెస్, not like earlier once in a month, sorry, once in a year or twice in a year they are going to be releasing the new services. But now it is not like that. They are releasing the new services every month. That is an advantage what we have. So this DevOps methodology which brings both the teams working together for the common goal of the organization. So delivering your application services which reaches to your end users quickly. Every couple of months we'll be receiving the new version of the Android operating system, right? Once you click updating that one, what happens? You will be getting the new services, new themes will be upgrading in it, right? Now if you can see this one, the primary objective of adopting your DevOps. So most of you people might be understanding that what is the definition of the DevOps? What is meant by DevOps? If I'm asking you, most of you people come across, most of you people will be saying that, sir, development and operations. First. But what is development? What is operations? Who are involving? What they are doing? So let me show you that. Now here, if you can see this one, the development team, operations team, developers, UI designers, testing engineers, QA engineers, build engineers, release managers, support engineers, program managers. All these people, they are working in this one, this development team. This development team people, they are involving all these people, and they are going to be design your application, develop your application, build your application, test your application, and after that they handed over this build application to the operations team. And operations team people like your system admins, server network admins, middleware admins, storage admins, and the deployment engineers. So what these people will do is, these people take this build application and deploy it into the data center. Now we know that one data center where we are having the hundreds and thousands of servers are there. AWS, Azure data centers. Very big buildings are there. In that one, we are having the hundreds and thousands of servers are there. In those servers, we are going to be deploy and configure your applications. And 1,000 servers deploy chestam kaadu. ICICI Bank, how many servers they have purchased? In those servers, they are going to be deployed. Clear? Now, once it is deployed, whenever your end users hitting the URL like your ICICIbank.com, it is getting connected to this data center, and this application, okay, Hitting that URL, it is getting connected to this data center, and here in these servers, the ICICI Bank application have been configured. So this will be getting connected to this ICICI Bank application, and this ICICI Bank application will be process your user request and send back that response back to the browser, end user browser. మీరు మీ బ్రౌజర్ నుండి హిట్ చేశారు ఐసిఐసిఐ బ్యాంక్ అని, హిట్ చేసేసిన వెంటనే అది మీకు కనెక్ట్ అయిపోయి మీకు దాంట్లో ఉన్న వెబ్ పేజ్ ఐసిఐసిఐ బ్యాంక్ హోమ్ పేజ్ అనేది చూపిస్తుంది, అంతే కదా. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ in a microseconds this is going to be displayed. So that is an advantage what we'll be having with this tool. This is how we are currently working in the working environments. In the real time we are having the environments like your development environment, build environment, testing, and functional SIT, smoke and regression testing, load balancers, staging, pre-production, the production environment. ఇవన్నీ మనకి రియల్ టైమ్ లో వర్క్ చేసే ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్స్ అన్నమాట, స్టాండర్డ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్స్ we can call it as. Okay. Now come back to this here. As I said, software development is a process of transforming the client requirements into a complete software product. Correct or not? So abstract idea, that means software development, what is that? It's a process of transforming the client requirements. Now you people are my clients, you are coming with an idea of learning the DevOps, learning the cloud computing. What I need to do, I have to transform your passion towards learning the DevOps in the cloud computing, and I'm going to be make you learn and delivering that, delivering the quality services to you people. Okay, delivering the quality services. For example, if your ICICI Bank client is coming, okay, he's having an idea of developing an application for his regular activities. So for his banking services, what he will do every day in the bank, he want to make that one to be automated. He want to develop the software. You people are visiting the banks, right? Banks visit chesinapudu, in the banks they are having that they are going to be using some kind of a software to take your inputs and open your account, and what is the balance and what kind of a services you are using. Everything will be updating in your account in that particular software. So that software we have developed based upon the client has been given these requirements. So these are the services we need to be developed online. We need to be developed that services using the software. Earlier, banking people, they used to be writing everything on the ledgers. అంతే కదా, బుక్ లో రాసేవాడు ప్రతిది కూడా, in the law books పట్టుకొని వెళ్ళేవాడు. So they are going to be maintaining that ledgers and all these things. But here it is not that case. If you are having the software, if you want to generating the report, if you want to use the service, everything you will be getting within minutes here, guys. So that is the software which we are going to develop. So client requirements we are transforming into the software. The process of transforming your client requirements into the software, where he can able to be use that software to run his business. Suppose you people are starting one business, but now you want to make that business to be online. What do you have to do? You have to have a website, web application, and that services we need to be developed. So any development organization, you are giving your requirement, your business requirements given to them, and they are going to be transforming that requirements into a software and delivering to you, and you people are going to be working on it. Clear, guys? So that is how they are going to be working on it, guys. Next one, DevOps means it's a combination of practices and the tools that are designed to be increasing an organization's ability to deliver the applications and services faster than the traditional development process. So with the implementation of the DevOps, we are delivering the services faster. The development becomes faster. The operations becomes faster. The testing becomes faster. The total process has been becomes faster by implementing the DevOps tools in the various phases of your DevOps life cycle. Clear this? That is why DevOps goal is to be shorten the development life cycle and provide the consistent delivery of high quality software by bridging the development and IT operations. With the implementation of the DevOps, why the many organizations are recruiting the resources who are having the skill set of the DevOps means with the implementation of the DevOps, we can able to be deliver the high quality software in a less time. DevOps means these are all the definitions here, guys. DevOps philosophy builds upon the agile principles. You can look at the combination of your cultural philosophies, practices, and the tools that increase the company's ability to be delivering the services and applications faster. Clear? Fine. Now, coming back to this one here, DevOps practices enabling your software development and operations teams to be accelerated delivery through automation, collaboration, fast feedback, and iterative improvement. In a DevOps implementation, DevOps methodology, when we are implementing in the project management, we are not developing the complete project at once. We are developing the project through iterations. Iterations and if you can see this one, Flipkart application, when it was launched into the market for the first time, I'm talking about 2016 or 17. It is having the minimal features are there. We are having the login module, registration module, product catalog module, website, of course, and the payment gateway module and user reports. But once that Flipkart clicks in the market, their business clicks in the market, they are developing the new services based upon the feedback they are getting from the users. Now, guys, you people are using the mobile applications or the web applications, right? So any new mobile applications, if you are using, if you are satisfied, you are going to be writing some review on it, correct? And based upon, if you want to install another new application you want to install in your mobile, first you are going through the reviews. After seeing those reviews, then you start installing the application. Am I right or not? So based upon that feedback, the organizations are going to be enhancing that product. That is why they said fast feedback and iterative improvement. Every month that process will be improvised. The new services will be getting developed. Clear or not? Fine. Now this is your DevOps here. Next, coming back to this one here, the main objective of your DevOps is adopting your DevOps methodology is to fully carry out the software development process internally, as well as to make the procedures faster, more reliable with higher quality. Now observe carefully, guys. We are adopting this DevOps methodology is to be developing your software development process internally to develop. That means a process to be developed faster, to deliver the reliable software, to deliver the high quality software. If suppose now some applications, some software, they have developed faster, which is not having the quality, it is having the average quality. What do you think, guys, in that scenario? If it is having the average quality, you will be satisfied? No. You won't satisfy, right? Because we want the services to be developed faster, at the same time the quality. We need our shed should have the good quality with a reasonable price. మనకి 1000 rupees లో we should have the mufti quality, Levi's quality. Similarly, the software which we are developing, the software which we are using, it should have the more reliable software to be used, and the services to be developed faster, at the same time give the high quality software. So now if you can see this one here, we have the why we are implementing these DevOps. Now scalability, e-commerce applications. What is mean by e-commerce application, guys? Anyone have an idea? Any online shopping business they are doing, that is called e-commerce application. Give me example. Very good, right? Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, all these things, Agio, all these things. Fine. Now scalability. Scalability means the more load which is coming on your application, When more load is coming on your application, the applications, e-commerce applications has to be scale up. For example, Mintra is there or Flipkart is there. No, sorry, not Mintra. I can say that one. Any OTT application you can take it. The businesses will be like that. Any OTT application you can take it. Suppose now the IPL matches are going on. Geo is managing, Geo is relaying that IPL matches. So in the Geo application, that match is watched by the 10 lakhs of people at present. So when the star player is on the crease, like your Dhoni or Kohli or Rohit Sharma kind of a people, when they are on the crease, another 5 to 8 lakhs of people willing to watch that match. So additional load which is coming on it. Already 10 lakhs of people are there. Additional 8 lakhs of people are added up. So they are already 10,000 servers are running. So they need added up this additional to balance us this extra load. They have to be add another 10,000 servers automatically. It's not like that when manually we are going to be configuring the servers. We won't have that much of time. When more load is coming on it, automatically the servers has to be updated. The servers has to be added up. Scale up the servers in the sense adding the more number of servers automatically. When more number of servers have been more number of servers have been added up, this extra load which is coming on this application, that Geo application, will be distributing that service, distributing that load uniformly across the servers. Now we are having the 20,000 servers, 18 lakhs of load which can easily manageable, correct? Have you ever thought that, have you ever seen that, do you face any kind of a difficulty while watching that match when more load is coming on it? No, you won't face that one. Even any OTT application you can take it. So during the regular days, mostly we won't watch the Netflix movies. But during the weekends, with family, we are going to be binge watching, like continuously we'll watching the movies and the web series continuously. More load will be there on the Saturdays, Sundays, right? But have you faced any difficulty while watching that web series? No. How they are scale up their business to provide the better services to you people, guys. Am I right or no? Suppose now this room is having 30 members are listening my class. Suppose another 50 members willing to be entered into my willing to be listen my class. But already 30 members is filled up in this room. So I asked them, so you can wait for another 2 months and you can listen my lecture. Do you think that those people are going to be wait for 2 months? No. They'll be see the other faculty. So I have to be scale up my business in such a way that if 30 members already there in my classroom, another 50 members are willing to, another 50 members, if they are coming and willing to be joining my class, I have to be see the other alternative, how I can able to be accommodate those 50 members in my classroom. Am I right or not? How I can able to be accommodating those people in my classroom. That is how the business should be. Every business should be works like that. Correct or not? If suppose some shopping mall is there is already huge crowd is there, the huge discounts are there. The customers are thronged up and they have been getting into the shopping mall. Already the shopping mall is filled up with most of the customers, and few more customers also, few hundreds of customers also, they are willing to be getting into the shopping mall. The store manager is going to be stopping them at the entrance and asking them to be leave now and you just come after 2 days. He is welcoming them. No problem, sir. You can come down. You can have the shopping. That is how the every business should works. Correct or not? Next one, high availability. If you are having the scalability, that is only enough. No, you should also have the high availability. Now, if you can see this one, any OTT applications, you can take it all the time, 24/7, 365 days. Your applications should be accessible. Now you can see this for net banking applications you are using. 24/7, these applications can be used. Even in the middle of the night also, if you want to transfer the amount to your friend, yes, you can do that. You can use the banking services. Correct? Okay. Now suppose now you're not getting the sleep in the night. You want to watch the Netflix movies. Netflix movies is accessible or not? If you want to watch some news, YouTube open just news. Is it accessible? That means any application you can take it now 24/7, that application is accessible. Any kind of an web applications or the mobile applications, you can take it. Now the perception of the business, the face of the business has been completely changed. Earlier, we are having the outlets are there. Have you ever felt the outlet of the Flipkart? Have you ever felt the Amazon outlet, Amazon or shop outside? We are everything we can access over the web only. If you want to do the shopping, you can browse that products and you can shop that. It will be getting delivered to your home. It is saving your time, right? Saving your petrol also. Earlier days, to purchasing one t-shirt, we are going along with the friends around 3-4 members and then shopping mall when we are purchasing. వెళ్ళటానికి రావడానికి క్యాబ్ ఖర్చులు అవుతాయి. Am I right or not? But now you can do the shopping by sitting at your home. Correct or not? We can do that. High availability. Anytime you can do the shopping. Next one, if you are having the scalability and high availability, that is enough? No. Apart from this one, we should also have the continuously delivering the services. As per the market competency, it has to be providing you the continuously deliver the services here, guys. New services. As per the market competency, you have to be learned. Suppose now, why you people are coming and learning the DevOps now, DevOps and cloud computing? Because why you are not learning the old technologies like you are in the 90s, we are having the Pascal and all these things. Why you are not learning that? Why you are learning this DevOps and cloud computing? Because this new technologies, if you are asked for the market competency, the organizations are looking for the new technology skill set from every resource. So if you are having that skill set, you can get the job. For that purpose, you are learning that one. As for the market competency, what the market is expecting, what kind of a tools, what kind of a technologies, what kind of a services they are expecting from you. If you learn that one, then you can able to be get the services, get the job. That is why you have to be continuously delivering the new services. If your application is there, suppose WhatsApp is there, if they are not delivering the new services continuously every 2 months, 3 months, if you are not delivering the new services, WhatsApp will not be sustained in the market. Its competitor will be overtake. Correct or not? So that kind of a competency is there, guys. Okay. If you are having the scalability, high availability, continuous delivery, that is enough? No. At the same time, you should also have the security as well, guys. Security of your application. That means protecting your applications. Suppose now, if your Facebook account is hacked, Instagram account is hacked, a LinkedIn account is hacked, will you be interested to be repeat to browse that applications again? No. If suppose your net banking application is net banking people says that you can use the net banking services, we are not giving any security. Will you be interested to be login? Unless and until if we get the trust, yes, net banking people, they're giving the assurance that we are having the security layers are there, so no one will be hacked your account, so you can use the banking services online. Then we will be start using their services. Right or not? Fine. So these are the things we need to require this. Now, if you can observe, before DevOps implementation, now we understand that why we require the DevOps implementation. Before DevOps implementation, what are the problems we faced? That we are going to be discussed. Now see guys, the developer develops that code, and push that code into the source code management. So this is your code repository where your complete project source code is available. So after that, the built-in people, they are going to be pulling the code from the source code management. Earlier, we are having the tools like your SPN and CDS tools are there. So it is pulling that code And here, what these people will do is compiling that code. Manually, they do that. Compiling that code, integrate with your existing code, build your application, and generating the executable files here. After generating the executable files, everything is manual. A lot of time have been consumed in this one. After that, it is going to be deployed into your testing server. Earlier, we are having the testing servers also manually. They do that. On manual test cases, they used to be write it. So they are executing the manual test cases on that application which is deployed on the testing server. And if they got the bugs in that one, sending the test results to your developers here. So to get these test results, they used to be wait for 5 to 7 days of time, the developers. What they will do 5 to 7 days of time, sitting idle is possible? Not possible, right? So that is why your team lead will be assigning the task for you for the next 15 days. First task, if you are moving here, during this process will be done, the developer start making an analysis on the task to start writing that code. When he got the test results after 5 to 7 days of time, he will be stop working on the task 2. And if he task 1 is having any kind of bugs in it, he's going to be open the relevant code of the task 1, making the necessary changes in that code, resolving that bug, and again that enhanced code is going to be pushed out. The code he has been made the changes, resolving that bug, and then he's going to be push that updated code. Again, the same process is repeated. Now, if you can observe here, guys, to resolving one bug on an average, it is taking 7 to 10 days of time. Earlier, before DevOps implementation, I'm talking about. If you are having the multiple bugs are there, if you are having the multiple bugs are there, we are having a lot of time will be consumed. ఒక bug resolve చేయడానికి 10 days పడుతుంది. Multiple bugs are there, many number of days it will be taking. That is why earlier days to developing a small application also, it is taking minimum 10 to 15 months of time it is taking earlier days before DevOps implementation. So the management experts, they want to enhancing this process. This was worked earlier. I'm talking about 2010, 2009. In those days, it was worked. But now it is not going to be get worse. Now we are living in an era of automation. No clients will be interested to give the projects to you people if you are follow this manual process. No client will be interested to give the projects to you. So the management experts, they want to enhancing this process. They want to enhancing this process. What they have done is they want to reduce this number of days, 5 to 7 days of time into few hours. They want to reduce that. Instead of 5 to 7 days of time, they want to reduce that one into the few hours. So then they implementing this automation here. Understand what is the problem we faced before DevOps implementation. Now, if you can see this one, this is your DevOps implementation. Now here you can see this one. DevOps goal is to be shorten the development life cycle and provide the consistent delivery of high quality software by bridging the development and IT operation activities. Now see guys, the developers commit that code into the source code management. Now here we have the other tools we are adding, distributed version control systems like your GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, like this one tools we are going to be using. And after that, the build team has been removed. Okay, we have introduced the continuous integration, CI/CD server, continuous integration, continuous delivery server, which is called as Jenkins. Very important. Your DevOps engineer journey will start from here. Jenkins, configuring the Jenkins job. He's going to be configure the Jenkins job. Here he is going to be using the automation build tools. Maven, MS Build, Gradle they will be using. Build application and generating the artifacts here, jar, var, and EAR files. So what happened here guys? They are configuring the Jenkins job in such a way that at every regular intervals of time, Jenkins will be automatically getting connected to the GitHub repository every 3 hours. 3 hours is not standard time, guys. It will be differ from organization to the organization. It is differ from organization to organization. Now, if you can see this one, I can say that this is 3 hours in our organization. I have instructed my DevOps team people as per our company policy. Every 3 hours, Jenkins need to be getting connected automatically to the source code management. And within these 3 hours, if any of the developer have commits the new code, that will be pulling that latest code automatically. There is no manual intervention. Automatically, they have to be pull that code, and with the help of this Maven tool, it is going to be compiling your code, integrate with your existing code, build the application. Earlier, manually we did it. Correct or not? Manually we did that one. So now with the help of this Maven, we can able to be compiling that code, integrate with your existing code within minutes here. Even hundreds of files also there, we can able to be build that application within minutes. After that, we build that application and artifacts will be get generated here. Jar, warrant, executable files. Now you people want to be use the Chrome browser in your laptop. There is no Chrome browser in your laptop. Now you want to use, what you will do? Tell me guys. What you people are doing? You're going to be download the Chrome software download. Correct or not? You are downloading this Chrome software. So when you click on this one, it will be get it downloaded here. Guys, download the Chrome. It will be download that 1.31. Chrome is an application, right? It is consisting of many services. We'll be having the many services. These are all the services we're having. So it's a project only. It's an application only. But you are to use that application, we are not going to be installing all the code which is developed using this Chrome application. They might be used PHP or the Java code they have been written. But Google has been not given that all the code. It is giving only the exe file, 1.31 MB file size. If you are installing that one, you can use that. That is called artifacts, executable files. You are installing the mobile applications, right? What you are doing? Just APK file you are installing, .apk file. That's an executable file of your mobile apps. When you are installing that, you can use that application. Correct? Now come back to this one. Here, executable file will be getting generated. Jar file, war file, and the EAR file. Java archives, web archives. War files means web archives. EAR files means enterprise archive files. Clear this? Now, after we did this one, it is deployed continuously, deployed into your testing server. There is no manual intervention. We are configuring the Jenkins job in such a way that automatically getting connected, put a GitHub repository, pulling that latest code. With the help of the Maven, it is compiling that code, integrate with your existing code, build that application, generating the artifacts, continuously delivered into your testing server. Once it is deployed into the testing server, here we have the Selenium, JUnit, and TestNG is there. So testing team also are using the automation test case, automation tools. Selenium they are using to write the automation test cases. Once that application deployed into the testing server, the test cases will be get executed. And after that, it is generating any bugs in that one, generating any bug report using the test engine, generating the test results and sending the test results to the development team on the same day. Okay, on the same day, we are having this one. That means if the developer commits this new code in the morning around 11:30 a.m. before 3 p.m. on the same day, they are getting this test results to the development team. Your work becomes faster or not? Earlier, it is taking 5 to 7 days of time, but now, yes, 11:30 by 3 p.m. you will be getting the test results. Your work becomes faster. Correct? Number of times your application will be getting tested, so quality services will be able to be delivered. Fine. Now this is fine. Now I need to be test my till this time, now what I have done, individual environments, I test my application. Fine. Now I need to be test my application in the real-time scenarios. In the real-time scenarios, not a single person or not a 2 persons or 3 persons are going to be browse your HDFC application. There are thousands of users are going to be access your application. Ante kada? Thousands of users you are accessing that application. So when thousands of users are accessing your application, how your application is performing, how your application is a response, giving the response to those users, that we need to be tested. So what what I've done is I'm going to be deploy this HDFC application into the 100 servers. How I can do 100 servers means earlier days we are having the physical servers which is having the height of that much. Earlier days before virtualization, cloud computing and all these things, which is very difficult. It has to be maintained the number of ACs, staff, networking, server admins. There's a lot of cost. Quite expensive it is to maintaining the physical servers earlier days. But earlier days, hardly 10 servers or 20 servers if you are having, we can managing our application. Because earlier days, we are not having this much of market. There is no few online applications are there. But now, market was elaborated. We required thousands of servers. So now the physical server concept is gone. There is no physical servers now we are maintaining. Everything is virtual. Now you people are using the Gmail servers. Gmail you are using. Gmail servers, your inbox will be installing in the Gmail servers. Are you maintaining the Gmail servers? No. It's a virtual server. When you are logged in into your Gmail, it is getting connected to the Gmail server and fetching your inbox mails and display on your inbox. Correct or not? Physical servers like that one here also, we are going to be using this virtualization concept now. There is no physical servers concept. This is the biggest revolution in your IT industry. Earlier, to configure one physical server, it is taking 10 days of time. ఒక సర్వర్ ని కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయాలంటే 10 days పట్టేది. అలాంటిది ఒక 10 servers ని కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయాలంటే 2-3 months పట్టేది. But now we can configure that thousands of servers also. Okay, we can spin up thousands of servers also within minutes. In that technology we are currently living, guys, this virtualization. Now the cloud service providers like your AWS, Azure, Salesforce, GCP, IBM Cloud, Oracle Cloud, this all the cloud services are running on the virtualization concepts only. Without virtualization there is no cloud services. You can understand what is its importance. We are having the tools like your hypervisor, VMware, Oracle VirtualBox, Microsoft Hyper-V, and the ESXi servers, Zen servers, like many others. Virtualization tools. Now, if you can observe, if I want to accommodate the 100 servers, now what I'll do is I'm going to be purchasing one VMware server, higher-end server. In that VMware server, I can accommodate 10 VMs in one VMware server. Like that, if I want to accommodate the 100 servers, how many VMware servers I needed? 10. So 10 VMware servers I can accommodate in this space of time, in this place, which is more than enough for me. Earlier days, to purchasing the more number of servers, we needed to be purchase the more extra office space. And your project is not the only thing which is running in the organization. Another team is working on their project. They also needed 100 servers. They also required extra office space. Will it be possible? How difficult it is to be maintained by the software development organizations to creating that kind of an infrastructure. That is a problem we faced earlier, but now we won't face such kind of a problems. We can able to be accommodate 100 servers within this small space. And now the major complex task is in 100 servers we have accommodated, fine. Now This application, HDFC application, have been developed using the softwares like Java, JBoss, Oracle DB, Nginx, Apache Server, Node.js, and these are all the softwares we have been used to develop this application. Am I right or not? So to deploy this application into the servers, in one server, to deploy this HDFC Bank application along with this dependency software, it is taking minimum 3 to 4 hours of time in configuring one server. In any organization, if people have been joining in any MNC organization, the day one, they will be creating your networking ID first. And the project which you are going to be working, they are going to be installing that project in your laptop, and the relevant softwares they are going to be installing it, configure that, and they'll be handed over that laptop to you by evening. It is taking minimum 4 to 5 hours. Think about it, guys. We have 100 servers out there. 100 servers, if you want to install and configure, how many hours on an average? If you can take 3 hours, if you can take it, it is taking 300 hours. And it is a big time. We are living in an era of automation. 300 hours is a big time. We have to make this process to be automated. So here, instead of installing that one, we are having the configuration management tools like your Ansible, Chef, Puppet, SaltStack, and all these things we have. We are going to be writing the automation script here, guys. By writing this automation script, installing this relevant softwares and configure these HDFC applications into the servers, into the VMs. VMs means one VM is one server. So we are using this automation scripts here, guys. So these are all the configuration management tools we are using, and mostly in the real time we are using the Ansible. Chef also we can use, but very few. Puppet, it's an old application. SaltStack, we have to purchase the license. And we are writing this automation scripts. We call this one as a playbooks and the cookbooks we used to be called. And to write that automation scripts, we used to be called that one as a bash scripting or the JSON scripting or YAML scripting. We are using this, any of the scripting, we can able to be write this automation scripts. So once you write this automation script, this is a repetitive process. That means every month we are going to be developing the new services. That new services relevant code we need to be deployed into all the 100 servers. This is a repetitive process. This repetitive process, we have to be make that process to be automated. Clear, guys? A repetitive process ni mana automate cheyali. So that process we are doing that one to be make it automated here. Now what I'll do is I'm going to be deploying that application into this 100 servers using the automation scripts. It is taking only few minutes. Less than 10-15 minutes, you can able to be deploy this application and configure this application into all the 100 servers. Work becomes faster. Correct? Earlier it is taking 300 hours. Now it is taking only 10-15 minutes. Fine. Now after that, when it's deployed into the staging server, after that we deployed that one into your production server here. So here we are using the Docker and Kubernetes. Containerization concept, very important. In the market, we have the huge demand for these tools, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible. Docker, it maintains the consistency of your application. That means how your application running in your development environment, similarly it should work in the Jenkins environment, testing environment, staging, pre-production, production environment. If you are having that consistency, it is easy for us to be resolving that bug in a less time. Clear? Next one, but Docker is having only the limitation, like it can be handled only hundreds of containers only, 500, 600 containers it can be handled. But if it is a big application, enterprise level applications, complex applications are there. Netflix, we require the thousands of servers. OTT applications, thousands of servers. WhatsApp, which is accessed across the world, which requires thousands of servers. Then Docker will not be a cup of tea ours. Correct? Docker will not be solve such kind of an issues. So then we got the Kubernetes. Kubernetes will be handle the situations, guys. Kubernetes will be handle more than thousands of servers it can be handled. high availability of your application. Auto scaling can be handled automatically here. That is why the Kubernetes will be used majorly in the production servers. In the production servers, if you are having the 10,000, 20,000 servers are there, we are using the Kubernetes. Okay. After that, the monitoring team people monitors this application in the production server, how that application is running. They are monitor that application, how it is running. When more load is coming on it, how that application is responding. అంతే కదా ఎక్కువ లోడ్ పడినప్పుడు అప్లికేషన్ ఎలా రన్ అవుతుందని చూస్తున్నారు. Who's that? Monitoring team. And they are going to be generating the report here. If they got any bugs in that one, they'll be generating one report here, feedback report, bug fixes. They'll be having the categories like your bug fixes, enhancements, and the new features. Bug fixes, we know that when errors, enhancements, already existing feature is there, they want the betterment of that feature. New feature, suppose now I am an HDFC bank account holder. I also browse, apart from the HDFC bank, I'll browse the ICICI bank web application. I will also browse the HSBC. I'll also browse the SBI bank as well. I will also browse the Citibank application as well. I will also browse the Kotak Mahindra bank also. So when I'm browsing all these applications, in some of the applications, I come across certain features like you're supposed now, which is quite impressive. Suppose now SIP investment feature is there, mutual bond feature is there, health bond features are there. So SIP investment and the user credit card, customized credit card reports, like this one, the useful features which are striking in it, I would like to be have such kind of a features also in my HDFC application. So what I'll do, I'll be put my request. I want the SIP investment features in my HDFC bank. I put my request to the customer care. Like me, other HDFC bank users also put the similar kind of a request in front of the customer care. When more number of users are requesting the same feature, the management of the HDFC will be considering your request and developing that feature. That is comes into the new feature. So they are sending this feedback report to the developers, and developers they'll be working on it. Again, the same process is repeats. Now, if you can see, guys, what we have achieved in this one, the complete process have been enhanced. Clear? The complete process have been enhanced in this one, guys. Only the developers commit the code into the source code management is a manual. But from here, everything is automated. Now see, GitHub Bitbucket automation tools we are using, continuous integration server, build tools we are using the Maven. Once it is deployed, we are having the Selenium tools automation. And after that, when we deploy it into virtualization tools we are using, deployed into the hundreds of servers using the configuration management tools like your Ansible we can use. Next, to maintain the consistency and high availability of your application, we are using the containerization tools. We are using the Docker and the Kubernetes. Nagios, Grafana, Prometheus, ELK stack, and all these things can be used for the monitoring team people. So in every phase of your DevOps lifecycle, we are using the automation build tools, which makes your work faster, build faster, test your application faster, deployment of your application faster. So the client is happy, client is satisfied in this process. Client is satisfied in this process. Because the new services which is getting developed in a less time. And the services which we are delivering, he can able to be use that software to run his business, which is adding the value to his business. What are the software we are delivering? Suppose in HDFC bank, we are delivering the software. So that software he can able to be used to run his application online. It is adding the value to his business, correct or not? So that is where we are going to be using this one. Clear? So I am done with my demo here, guys. This one, the DevOps. Now I'll be taking another 15 minutes to explain you the cloud computing. Okay, cloud computing. how we are going to be using, what is mean by cloud computing, how we are going to be using that. Clear? Now see here guys, cloud computing. So what is mean by the cloud computing? Now we'll see here, we are going to be using the services, all these cloud computing services from this one here guys. From the tab we are using, from the mobile we are using, from the different devices we are going to be using this one guys, right? These are your servers. These are your cluster of servers. Now here this is from your desktop. So from anywhere we can able to be use the services. From any multiple devices you are going to be using the cloud services. Now, if you can see, we understand now here what is meant by cloud computing and what is on-premises data center, different types of cloud computing models. Okay, we'll be discussing that from this. So first we understand the cloud computing is the delivery of computing resources, storage, RAM, CPU, as well as over the internet and usually built as a pay-as-you-go basis. Companies which offer cloud computing technology are known as cloud service providers. What are the cloud service providers are available in the market? AWS, Azure, GCP, Salesforce, IBM Cloud, Oracle Cloud. These are all the things. But majorly we are using in the real time are AWS, Azure, and the GCP. Clear? So how many number of hours you are using? So whether it is a storage space you are using, or whether you are using the EC2 servers or the CPU or the RAM spaces we are using. So based on that, how many number of hours you people have been using, you are going to be paid accordingly. That is why you can say that one usually build on a pay as you go basis. How many number of hours you have been used, you have to be paid. The invoice will be get generated. So this will be, this kind of a services have been given by your cloud service providers. The cloud computing is the increasingly common practice of providing on-demand cloud services as IT infrastructure and resources. That means on-demand. What kind of a service you want, you are going to be giving the inputs to them. Based on that one, they will be customizing their services, customizing their server, and providing that server to you. If suppose now, if you want to, it's a ready-made will be available for you. Suppose now you want to purchase one server. If you want to purchase one server, it is quite expensive purchasing that server. But if you want to go with the providing the cloud service providers, you can purchase, you can use that server. Okay, within minutes, you can able to be get what kind of a server you want. What kind of a server you want, you can do that. Clear? So over the past 20 years, the practice has evolved considerably to the extent that cloud infrastructure solutions now account for more than a third of annual computer services spending worldwide. Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud systems have transformed the way organizations around the world wide, ranging from the forward-thinking startups to the global and enterprise level of companies think about their IT infrastructure. So over the past 20 years, if you can see this, if you want to set up one organization, if you want to set up one office, you have to be creating your infrastructure. First, you have to have the infrastructure, right? So what is the infrastructure we have in this classroom? Chairs, display board, internet, AC, fan, everything is there, right? So these are all your infrastructure. If you are having all this infrastructure, we can comfortably taking the online, offline, and virtual sessions. Correct. So here also we are going to be using these services, the cloud infrastructure. We can able to be launch the service. If you want to purchase, suppose now you people that want to start up one organization. Your friends are there, you want to start up an organization. You people want to be start up an organization, but to start up one organizations, an IT organization, IT company, you should require at least you have to be investing around 20 to 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs of investment initially we do. We don't know whether it is going to be successful or not. First, we have to be purchase the laptops, servers, office infrastructure, and then we are going to be working hard to be get the projects for us. It's very difficult in the initial phases. Once you get good name in the market, then you will be getting the projects. Every successful company now we are using, that means Infosys, Cognizant, any kind of company you can take it. Initially, they have gone through all these hurdles. So suppose now after 6 months, you are invested around 40 lakhs of rupees. You are invested on that, but unfortunately, your business is not success. It's not clicks in the market. Whatever the servers you purchased, whatever the laptops you purchased, that is gone waste. If you're going for resale that one, they'll be asking only 30-40% you'll be getting. You'll be get lost. Your time is get lost. Correct? But now, with the implementation of this cloud service infrastructure providing, what we can do it is, no need to be purchasing any kind of an infrastructure. Take one room. In that one room also, you can able to be have some you can service everything you can purchase from the cloud services. AWS will be provided for you. And how much you are going to be investing to purchasing that service, taking that service on a rental based, taking the service on service on for 1 year also, if we can take, hardly 1 lakh of rupees will be chargeable. You are not investing the 40 lakhs of rupees now. You are investing your time, you're investing your idea, you're investing your hard work. If it is get success, then you can enhancing the servers. अभी एक server लिए बाद में you can able to be take the more number of servers if your business clicks, if you get the project. It works కదా అంతేనా? అర్థమైందా కాన్సెప్ట్? ఇంత ముందర మనం ఒక సర్వర్ని తీసుకోవాలనుకుంటే దాని మీద ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయాలి, 2 lakhs 3 lakhs రూపీస్ ఖర్చు పెట్టాలి. 40 lakhs ఆఫ్ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసాం బిజినెస్ లో. బిజినెస్ క్లిక్ అవుతుందో లేదో కూడా తెలియదు మనకి. But once it clicks, then it's fine. If not clicks, your time is going to be gets, your money, your time, everything got lost. But with this cloud services, we can able to be, no need to be investing that much of amount. You can get everything from it. Right? Now here, if you can see this one, cloud computing architecture. So here, if you can see this, now how you are watching the movies, guys? Usually, you people are going to be watch the movies over the theaters. But nowadays, very few people are going to the, only the youngsters, they are going to the movie theaters, right? But most of the families and all these people, mostly they'll be watching from the OTT only. Correct? So how these applications can be used? Now you can able to be access your OTT applications either from your mobile, either from your laptop. Okay, you can able to be have the number of desktops here. So this is your router, internet router, and this is your switches, and internet connectivity will be there, and the cloud computing will be getting service. That means the servers you can able to be get, virtual desktops you can able to be get, software platforms, applications, and the storage spaces. Now here, suppose now you want this OTT applications here. Okay, this OTT applications you are going to be browse this. Okay, OTT application you are going to be browse this one here, and this application will be okay getting into this a software platform, and it is deployed from this server here. From this server, it is going to be getting your application. In the server, that application is deployed and using the software platform, and this application have been accessed, and the storage space. This Amazon is storing their movies in the storage service. It will be accessed from here, and from here you can able to be access this application to your laptop or to your mobile, or from your desktop you can able to be access your applications. Correct or not? So every week we are going to be getting these applications. We are getting from either from your Netflix or next any kind of an OTT applications. If you take it, you are going to be taking the subscription, and they are going to be giving you the access to watch that movies. So we can able to watch the HD and the 4K quality also nowadays in OTT platforms. So here, this cloud computing, how we are accessing that one over the internet only, over the cloud only we are accessing all this. Correct or not? Over the cloud only we are accessing all these services. You are taking this software platform, servers you are going to be, servers are getting running on this one to managing this major load which is coming on it. It is managing this load by the servers, and the software platform operating system it is taking in this application has been running, and the storage, from this storage your application will be getting accessed, and you can able to be view either from your laptop, either from your desktop, or either from your mobile. You can able to be view it. Okay. Now coming back to this one, cloud computing architecture. Cloud computing architecture is made up of the numerous different parts of the required cloud computing services here. That means a front-end platform, the client of the device used to be access the cloud. Front-end component, we are having the front-end component, back-end component, correct? Front-end means your UI interface, user interface. In the back-end, the back-end servers, database servers where that application will be accessed. Clear? So a backend platform, servers and the storage, where we are storage your data, cloud-based delivery model, and a network. That means your internet connectivity and all this. So together these technologies create a cloud computing architecture on which the applications can run, providing the end users with the ability to be leverage the power of the cloud resources here. We are going to be using these applications over the web and access your applications on the cloud. Now we can see on-premises data center. If we are using the on-premises data center, okay, on-premises data center, what is that? This everything you are going to be providing on your organization premises only, which is quite expensive. These are all the servers, these are networking, because to set up this data center on your organization premises, minimum 10 to 20 crores it will be investing. And every month its maintenance cost will be more than 3 to 5 crores. Quite expensive, kada? But now we are going to be getting everything from the cloud service providers, AWS. Those people will be maintained. Only the thing you have to be, how many number of servers you want, you can take the service, everything, maintenance, everything, they'll be taking care of it. Clear? Suppose now you want to cook the food for you, or cook for you. How much time it is taking? Quite difficult, right? Time is the same thing, you can put it in the Swiggy. Ready-madely, you people are going to be get it within 30 minutes. Your purpose is fulfilled. Your hungry is done. Hungry's purpose is fulfilled, right? Similarly, any services you want, that will be fulfilled. You see, to set up the own data center is quite expensive. Minimum 10 to 20 crores they'll be maintained, set up the data center. Maintenance like employee salaries to be maintained, electricity bills, service, server maintenance, deployment of your applications, regular patch updates of the servers, operating systems, and the software patch updates. These are all the things we need to be taking care of with this. That is why it is on-premises data center. Earlier it was there. Very few companies, Wipro has been have their own premises data center, but later they have been migrated towards the cloud only now. Now if you can see, we have the three types of clouds are there: public cloud, private cloud, hybrid. Public cloud architecture computing resources which are owned and operated by the cloud service provider. These resources are shared and redistributed across the multiple tenants over the internet. Advantages of the public cloud include reduced operation costs, easy scalability, and little to no maintenance. So this public cloud service providers like your AWS is there, Azure is there, GCP is there. These are all your public service providers. So in this one, you need not be worried about the maintenance and all these things. Everything will be taken care by them. Only you have to be launch the server and then start working on it. Correct. Private cloud. Private cloud is a model of cloud computing where the infrastructure is dedicated to a single user organization. A private cloud can be hosted either at organization's own data center, or private cloud solutions offer organizations more control over and better security for private cloud service. Private cloud services, especially suppose any of the sensitive data is there, guys, right? Any of the sensitive data, um, they don't want to be given. Suppose now the banking servers are there, banking DB servers are, database servers are there. So banking people, they don't want to be keep the database servers over the public cloud. They want to keep that public. I mean, they want to keep their database servers in their own organization premises only. Sensitive data kada. So sensitive data, they don't want to keep it in the public cloud. They want to have their own data center. If they are having own data center, they'll be keep it in that. They'll be purchasing one physical service, and the DB service they are going to be maintained. Clear? That is a private cloud, which is maintained by your own organization only. Hybrid cloud, combination of both public and private. Suppose now environment combines operating efficiencies of the public cloud and the data security capabilities here of the private cloud by utilizing both public and private cloud architectures. Hybrid clouds help consolidating the IT resources while enabling the organizations to migrate workloads between environments depend on the IT and the data security requirements. Just now I was told you, right? Public cloud where that can be accessed by us, right? Suppose now net banking applications is there, HSBC or HDFC.com. The user interface that will be accessed, that application will be accessed by us. But the database server which is there, the database server, they are not going to be keep it in the AWS cloud. They'll be keep it in the private cloud. So the combination of both public and the private cloud, which is nothing but your hybrid clouds. Okay, especially the banking applications, they are using this hybrid cloud. Clear? Next one, cloud service models. We are having the infrastructure as service, platform as service, software as service here. Depends on your requirement, you have to be use these services here. By automizing the building blocks of your world-class infrastructure, organizations at all level maximizing the control of their cost while simultaneously enjoying the scalability and agility as well. Infrastructure as a service, that means you can purchase the servers on rental based. You can use this one, guys. So with infrastructure as service, businesses rent out in IT infrastructure. Your server you can able see computing power, storage, and networking from the cloud service provider. They will be giving you the servers. No need to be purchase the physical servers. You can purchase the services, a server as a service you can able to be get from it. Clear? Next, AWS, Azure, Google, and IBM. These are all the providers. Platform as service. With platform as service, teams are able to be managing and build your applications here, right? Test, build, test, and deploy their own applications on a cloud-based platform that is designed to benefit the user. Any underlying IT infrastructure, such as your hardware or the middleware, which is managed and trusted by the cloud service provider. Without need of maintaining the infrastructure, internal IT team can focus on business needs relating to the data and applications, freeing up them to be drive sustained business growth. That means here the operating systems, what kind of an operating systems you need it, you can take that operating systems from this one here. They will be providing the relevant operating system. Suppose now your project is came on Red Hat, next project might be coming on Ubuntu. Okay, like that when different operating system it is coming, so you need not be purchasing the license of it, guys. You can take the services from this software as services. Okay, any software if you want to purchase, you can able to get from the software as service here. So here users can access the software over the internet via the subscription here. This frees organizations to be need the purchase, install, and updating the key software platforms. So no need to be purchase any license of the softwares from here. Okay. Now see, we have the cloud types visual breakdown. So if you are managing the packaged software, if you are having the own data center, you have to do all these things. Applications, data, runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, server, storage, networking, everything have to be maintained by you people only. When you are going as an infrastructure as service, you have to do only applications. That means you manage applications, data, runtime, middleware, operating system, you have to be managed. You have to be managed. Virtualization, servers, storage, networking, which is managed by the vendor. Suppose AWS you've taken, AWS will be managing this one, virtualization, server, storage, networking, everything. Remaining applications, these things you have to be managed. Platform as service, applications and data only you have to be maintained, right? A remaining runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, everything will be managed by your vendor. It might be your AWS or it might be your Azure. Software as service, see, everything will be maintained by them. Okay, so like this one, they have different cloud types. Depends on your requirement. You are going to be using this infrastructure as service or the platform as service or software as service here, guys. Clear? That's all for the day, guys. Any queries, guys? I'm done with the demo.